I-12 News. This is breaking news.
We are breaking into programming to bring you breaking news happening right now in Winston-Salem. 2 schools are on secure hold after a shooting in the area of Leinbach Park. This is happening on Sally Kirk Road near the intersection of Robin Hood and Polo Roads, a very busy part of town. Winston-Salem police telling us that officers were responding to a fight just before 10 this morning that escalated to a shooting. Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools says that Jefferson Middle School and Mount Tabor High School are on secure hold right now. And we just got some information into our newsroom moments ago. Initial investigation suggests that a planned fight involving several young people escalated at a park, leading to multiple people shooting at each other. There are multiple victims. Suspects remain outstanding. This information coming from the Winston-Salem Police Department, and they want to convey to parents that your students are safe inside of the school right now. I want to get you out to our reporter, Aaron Burnett. She is live on the scene. Aaron, I've been hearing all of the sirens behind you. Can you tell us, what are you seeing? What's happening?
Yeah, Wanye, we're still on Robin Hood Road, and we're about a minute or two away from both schools because it is a very active scene at the top of the street. But just as you said, we heard from Winston-Salem police who are asking folks to stay out of this area right now because they're still trying to figure out exactly where that suspect is. There is no suspect in custody right now. As you said, that Winston-Salem police say that this began as a planned fight around 9:52 this morning involving 2 young individuals. They say these individuals met at a park and the situation escalated to a shooting while officers were en route. There are multiple victims. Again, no suspect in custody, but we also heard from Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools representatives who tell us that both Jefferson and Mount Tabor are under a secure lockdown right now because of an incident in the area, and that parents have been notified and told that class will be operating as normal and there is no need to pick up your children and your children are safe. Again, I have spoke to a couple of parents who have showed up in this area and have told me that they got calls from their kids saying that they were scared, asking their parents to come pick them up. So they're very concerned right now. But again, we did just get that information in from Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools that they have been telling parents not to come down to this area and that their kids are safe and right now on a secure hold. But I will bring you more information as we have it right here from Robin Hood Road. I'm going to send it back to you, Wanye, in the studio in Winston-Salem. I'm Aaron Burnett, WXII 12 News.
And thank you very much, Aaron, for that live report. Obviously, a really busy side of town. I take that road into work each and every morning. You have a YMCA out there. You have Novant Health facilities. You also have a Ace Hardware, Chick-fil-A, Harris Teeter, all those restaurants within that immediate vicinity of Robin Hood Road as well. And I am just learning that we do have another live hit coming up. Are we going to be checking in with Aaron, or are we going to be checking in with Sarah, or is this just a live look? Okay, so right now we're just taking a live look at the scene right now, and as you can see, law enforcement, they have the road blocked off right there, and I'm not sure if the photo can hear me. If you can zoom in a little bit for me, please. Thank you so much, just so we can bring you a little bit closer to what's going on out there. And you can see all those vehicles. I'm counting at least 5, maybe upwards to a dozen as far as law enforcement presence out there. And we're learning that Jefferson Middle School and Mount Tabor High School, they are both on secure hold at this hour, and that's because of a argument that escalated into a shooting. It was a planned fight. They met up at Leinbach Park, and we're learning right now that there are multiple people who were shot, and the suspects, that's what the Winston-Salem Police Department is telling us right now, remain outstanding. And Aaron was just talking about it during her live shot a little bit earlier on. We're talking about 2 schools that are being impacted right now. As a parent, this is a phone call, it's a text message that you don't want to get at any moment, seeing that your child is in distress and something is going on with them. But again, Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools, they're saying that all of the students in the school building who go to Jefferson Middle School or Mount Tabor High School are safe at this moment right now. But obviously a very heavy police presence. We've been getting dozens of phone calls into our newsroom with a lot of viewers, a lot of parents just asking us questions as far as like, hey, what's going on? We're seeing a lot of police coming up and down Robin Hood Road, and obviously this is a really, really busy road as well. In our newsroom, they are working very hard behind the scenes to get you the latest information, but we always want to make sure that we're bringing you the correct information and that we're bringing you the right information as always. very important. So let me just walk you through how everything has been going this morning. We got an email, an incident alert from the Winston-Salem Police Department just telling us that they were doing an investigation out there at Leinbach Park. Not too long ago, we got a message saying that we are responding to an incident in the area of the park at Sally Kirk Road that began as a fight at 9:52. While officers were en route, the situation escalated to a shooting. This remains an active and ongoing incident. Please avoid the area and allow space for emergency personnel to respond safely. Around 10:50, that's when we got a little bit more information as to what is going on exactly. And that's when the Winston-Salem Police Department told us initial investigations suggest that a planned fight involving several young individuals escalated at a park, leading to multiple people shooting at each other. There are multiple victims. Suspects remain outstanding. Parents, students at school are safe. Well, it's my understanding right now that we are going to take a break. We're going to reset. We have a newscast coming up at 12 o'clock, so I hope that you'll join us then. This is a developing story. You can stay with us on air, online at WXII12.com. And of course, you can always stream us on the very local app. We're going to get you back to your regularly scheduled programming.